Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. How are you guys? Happy Tuesday. I'm sorry about the constant changing of the times, but like I told you guys, as of August, I was supposed to start soccer at from 5:30 to 7:30, and it was canceled today. So I went back on my regular time, which is 7 o'clock. So hopefully you guys get here. So we're gonna wait for you guys for a little bit. Also waiting on Axel. See if he'll make it at some point. Um, I had messaged Mike hoping that we were starting at 8:30, but he's most likely not going to make it at 7 just because he's busy with the kids and he's got to work and stuff. So we'll see what happens. Also, guys, I don't know if you guys saw, but for the waiting for you guys to come in, the raffle, 11 spots left. I just added Moon Knight as a another figure into the list. Um, I'm going to be adding, a few more. Like for example, I have, Professor Hulk. I have, there's a few other figures that I got to add. So guys, again, 11 spots left. Also regarding, hot toys, there hasn't been, today we got bombarded with like cost babies. I don't know why. So we did get some action though. Wonder Woman is, the rooted Wonder Woman is finally out. So we're gonna get into that. It felt like she came out pretty quickly, which is very exciting, very cool. All they had to do was heads, obviously. Actually, not even heads, just rooting, because I can guarantee you when they were making the what do you call it? The sculpted Wonder Woman figures, heads at least, they were already rooting these. You know what I mean? So that's why I feel like they they came out fairly quickly. It's not the first time figures, come out this quickly, but I have a feeling that's what happened. Let me see who's in here with me real quickly before I get into the action. Bobo in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Tragedy Tales in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Gaki in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. We got some guy in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Um, so yeah, guys. I'm expecting for tomorrow. I'm getting Amazing Spider-Man, which I'm so excited about. I am getting the Lizard Base, and I am getting Cad Bane as well. They all shipped at the same time from Sideshow, so they're all coming in tomorrow. So again, very excited about those figures coming in. There was something else that I wanted to tell you guys. I forgot what it was. I'll think about it. But yeah, so um, we are getting a lot of the stuff that we saw is already up for pre-order. So for example, the grasshoppers are up for pre-order in a bunch of different places, obviously Sideshow as well. um the black suit Spider-Man, I thought that would be, kind of sold out by now. Yeah, I figured it was going to be one of those, you know releases that, or announcements that create such hype for a specific character um that I thought they would be gone within, like, a day or so, and here we are. So I don't know if they made many. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what's going on with those numbers, but I thought they would be gone by now. We just have to wait and see what happens with that. Also, I don't know how well these grasshoppers are doing, to be honest. I um I I don't know. Again, you guys know I don't know anything about that, but I don't know how popular that line is going to be, or is overseas. I know in Japan it's got to be, somewhat um popular, but I don't know, China, I don't know here. So I don't know how that's going to do. I hope that we could get those, at least for me. We could get them a lot cheaper eventually through Sideshow, with that bike, because again, for me, it's not, the pay full price for that stuff is not worth it. But let's get right into let's see who's in here. Lucho in the house. How are you? Good morning, my friend. He just woke up, guys. He works the graveyard shift, and he wakes up at 7 to go to work at 8. Oh man. How are you, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. We got Miami in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. So let's get right into the Queen. This is a direct response. I'm just kidding. But she looks great. So I'm going to tell you what happened. I mean, whoever pays attention to me knows what happened already. But so this figure came out. Obviously, everybody, who got the email went for her. By the time I went to get her, by the time I was told to get her, because I didn't know she was out, I had ordered I forget what it was that came out. Oh, it was the Mark 7. I didn't get the email for that. So I obviously missed out. I didn't get picked in that lottery. So then she was next. And by the time I was told about her, she was already gone. I went to try and the website was crashing. So I was like, oh, I guess I missed her. Because of the fact that, the sculpted one was already out and I have the sculpted one, it wasn't a big deal for me to miss out on the rooted. Again, the rooted is not, anything that I go crazy for. It's not something that I needed. It would have been nice to have, absolutely, but I don't need, I didn't need anything from it. Everything, all the accessories that she came with are all from every other previous Wonder Woman that I already own. So I wasn't really, and you guys know this. So somebody, again, I'll tell you guys the name once I get the piece, just in case anything changes. So I don't, like, I don't want to make anybody look bad if he changes his mind or anything. But so I get a message from the same person who told me, "Oh, she's up." But he had messaged me already like hours after she was out, so I completely missed out. So he messages me a couple of weeks ago, last week, I believe, and he says, "Are you interested in getting the rooted?" Or he says, "Did you get the rooted?" And I said, "No." I said, "By the time you told me, it was gone." He goes, "Well, you could take over my order because I don't really want her." I said, "What?" So I'm getting her, guys. Again, it wasn't something that I was like, "Oh my god, I need her." Absolutely not. But I'm gonna get her in my collection. Why the hell not? And also I'm also hoping to get eventually the Mark 7, that celebration piece Mark 7 that looks incredible. Hopefully, hopefully I'll get it somehow eventually. But so we're looking at the Wonder Woman, obviously the rooted Wonder Woman, the celebration piece. Um, Again, same exact thing as the sculpted one. There's nothing different besides the hair and the accessories. Same exact brand new body, all seamless. It's got that, that heavy. What do you call it? Um, a heaviness in the body. That weight to it. Great body, great new body. I wish, which I don't understand why they would do this for Wonder Woman and not use the same body for Ahsoka. You know what I mean? Why would you make a split at the elbow for a Star Wars figure, no less? She's supposed to be a Jedi. She's supposed to be fighting, and why would you make that figure the most fragile figure in the world? You know what I mean? So that was kind of disappointing. Let me see what you guys are saying here real quickly. Trouser meat. I wonder what happened to that guy. That's got to be a fake account, definitely. But I wonder who that is. Axel in the house. Look at this guy. Unreal. Should be on the show, but he's not. I'll see you soon, my friend. WWE going on looks just as good. No, 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 no. The figure looks good. That hair is, nothing compared to this at all. Chris in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight. it's like, come over. Take your time. So the hair is nowhere near the same, and the hair is obviously what the big deal is about this figure. Not only the big deal, but the big difference as well. So it's cool. It's cool to not only start getting used to all these rooted pieces that are coming, but another thing that I told you guys about was the packaging. I don't know if you guys remember, but I told you the packaging is going to be like the rooted inner packaging, and it's not. I'm not saying that Inert did it first by any means, because when you get Any third party or any custom, not third party, any custom rooted job here, whether it's a head sculpt or whatever, they'll give it to you in a glass plastic looking, container to keep the head as safe as possible so it doesn't touch anywhere, so it doesn't, roll around anywhere, so it's not compressed by anything. So I knew right away that that was gonna be, the way that we were gonna get these head sculpts, because there's absolutely no way that you're gonna get this just regularly with a piece of tape like they tend to do around the head to keep the head stable or the hair stable, and have that thing be a mess all over the box. So it was not going to happen. And I have some pictures, we'll get into them in a little bit. But she looks, again, there should be no complaints about this figure. We already saw the sculpted one. It's the exact same thing. There's nothing different. There's not a different head sculpt. There's no different expression. There's nothing different whatsoever besides the rooting and the accessories. Again, the base as well, the base and this background thing that we get also, I believe, for the Mark 7 celebration piece as well. The base is cool. It's a classy, very classy base. Again, nothing that I care for. I'm not going to use it anyway, but it is different and it looks really, really nice. You got the Wonder Woman and you got her little tiara crown thing right there, which is really cool, something different. But we'll see what they look like, in hand, obviously. Let's see. So, hey, Fab. No, she looks awesome. She looks really good. Frank in the house. How are you, my friend? Hit that like button, Frank. Don't forget. Don't make me ask you twice. Oh, man. So, let me see. So, we got, see, again, same exact body, nothing different. This is the shield from the training version of training Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman training version. Then this is, I believe from that as well. This is from the Justice League Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. The what do you call it? The what's this called? My God, what the hell do they call that? It's like a If somebody knows in the chat, let me know. It's like a My God, what do they call it? It's not a Oh my God, I can't believe I blanked out on this word. It's not a bandolier. It's like Action in the Box. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight. What the hell is this called, guys? Somebody tell me. This leather thing here. It's not a bandolier because it's not for grenades. Or bullets. It's Frank says, "No man, you ain't wearing a what? What the hell? Oh my God, this guy, unbelievable." So here are the gauntlets. Here's that same piece again. Here are the gauntlets. These are the ones that are supposed to be, I guess, getting shot at. That's why they look a little different. The golden Boba Fettuccine in the house. Look at you. Where have you been? Where have you been? If I find out that you've been on every other stream but mine until today, I'm just kidding, my friend. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Figment in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here as always. Nice to see you again. We got Nathan in the house. How are you? Yeah, exactly. Strap, but no, it's got a name. It's a strap. No, I forget the name. It's not a bandolier. It's a oh my God, I can't believe I'm blanking out on this word. Hiya, bub. Welcome, my friend. Nice to see you. Joker J in the house. Look at you, made it. Thank you for being here, my friend. So we're gonna have the same posability that she came in, she had when we got her for the sculpted version. Same exact thing. Very, very nice body. Again, one thing that really, really was the most noticeable thing for me taking that figure out of the box was her weight. I was like, wait a minute, this is like a female body. I expected, them to use a body like not like a Black Widow, but because she's tiny, but something a little bit bigger than that, but definitely smaller than this body. I never thought she was going to be this massive. She looks incredible. If you guys, yes, there we go. The sheath. That's. But the sheath is where like the what do you call it? The sword goes in. And I don't know if the sword goes in there, but that could be the name too, the sheath. Thank you. I can't believe I blanked out. Uh this picture's awesome. Can't wait to get mine. Yeah, no, she looks really nice. She looks really good. For those who have her already sculpted, you already know what she's like. Um Same thing, just beautiful, beautiful, very classy. Again, that hair. What does it for this figure is the styling of the hair. Same thing. I don't know if you guys know, but the Black Widow from it's not Age of Ultron, it's from where's his Black Widow from? From Civil War. That Black Widow from Civil War had the best hair. She looks the best for me. Again, why? Because that hair was curled and it was actually done. So she looked very, very good. And back then, she didn't come with her head, completely separate in a glass case or a plastic case. It came just pressed in with a piece of plastic around her head to keep the hair stable. And the figure is perfect. So that is my favorite type of rooted hair out of any figure, any female figure that Hot Toys has done to date. Now, this one though, this Wonder Woman is probably going to be the best one. It's probably going to beat that or be, very, very close to how they look. I have a 5 cents. This guy. Are you getting this, Luis? Are you not getting the rooted? Let me know if you're getting the rooted. And so here's the base for the training version. This is from the training version. The shield is from the training version. Same thing again. That base, very, very nice looking base. I think the background of the base is what makes it fancy. I think it's what makes it look different because see, it's clear. It looks like a ribbon. So it's very, very cool, very, very different. I don't think though, and then you got the Wonder Woman thing on top. I don't think that if you have your regular collection and your stuff displayed, um, I don't think this base is gonna look nice with everything else because it really looks like a premium piece. It looks like it's something that is worth more money just because of how it looks. Just the base alone makes it look like a like a really upscale collectible. So I don't know how this is going to look next to everything else. I would I will most likely take off that base and put, a regular, where is it? One of these, because this is what I need now when I'm running out of space. I buy these, um, by the dozens when I can, either on Kitchen mostly. He has them fairly cheap. And if you haven't used the coupon code FabsFigure, no S at the end, you could get $10 off when you order them. So they're really convenient for me. Having all these figures and now having them all stuff like that with these, whether it's hexagon bases or these bulky tall bases, like it's for me they don't work. But when people use them in their collections, they look really, really nice. I just can't fit anything in there anymore. And you guys know everything's so cramped in already that it's like, do you really like want to waste more space with bases? So that's why I don't. Um, but she looks great. She again, if you have her, you already know what to expect. All you're getting is a different hair, and having for this figure specifically, what the reason why I'm happy to have her is number one, it's that very first different body Wonder Woman, number one. Number two, having her rooted and having her sculpted is going to be such a badass comparison video. And number two, so that's one of the reasons also. And number two, being able to have this figure, knowing that, because remember when this figure was announced, there was nothing, we didn't know that we were getting all this rooted stuff, right after that, right? So that's another reason why I was like, oh, it's not a big deal, whatever. But now that we know we're getting a rooted Joker, we're getting rooted Anakin. So we're gonna start a new era of Hot Toys, right? Just all around pricing, packaging, everything. So this is going to be a whole new world we're getting into right now. And this is just the beginning. It's not going to stop anytime soon. As long as there's a market for this rooting stuff, as you see that Hot Toys realized this after Inner came out and started pushing, and they saw the hype. Again, I'm not saying Inner is the king of this or is the starter of this, by not even close. People were making rooted figures. Even Hot Toys, was making female rooted figures from day one. So it's not about, it's not about them. It's not about Inner creating this market for Hot Toys. The thing with what they did was they created the hype over, I'm gonna say, a male figure that Hot Toys has done multiple times over the years, but never rooted. And they saw, well, if this company could get, over $1,000 for these two rooted figures that we could do at any moment, you know, without an issue, why would we not get into? And they know that by getting into that, they're going to do it better anyway. You know what I mean? So it may not look great in pictures right now, but like I keep telling you guys, just wait till these things come in and you'll have them in hand. There is absolutely no way they're going to disappoint anybody, because what they want to do is, again, they're not here for competition. They're not here to, oh, well, let's see what they do next so we can compete. Absolutely not. They're giving us value. They're giving us, what we want for cheaper than, I'm not going to say cheaper. I'm going to say cheaper, right? It's supposed to be cheaper. As you can see, we're overpaying for these figures just because they're rooted, right? We don't even know what they're going to be on Sideshow, but we already know, apparently what they're going for overseas, and something like, I want to say something like $600 for an Anakin. It was something like 625 or something. Like, can you imagine? Again, overseas, we don't know what they're going to be on Sideshow, but it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And again, that's just overseas. It doesn't mean that we're going to be paying, that on Sideshow, but it can't be too far off. It's got to be 500 and change. So to go from, having a base figure at 285, right, which is the most basic figure right now, to go from 285 to 5 and change, you're doubling the price for rooting. And this is why, specifically for this figure, they had to add all these accessories, because just getting a sculpted figure and then getting the same figure again with just rooted hair, everybody would have been like, wait a minute, and again, overpaying for it. They would have been like, absolutely not. So they have to make us feel like we're paying for something. You know what I mean? So all these accessories that they added was just to be able to justify that, those prices. We got Axel. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. You made it.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? Sorry, I'm late.
No, it's all right. So now, question for you. Now that I could speak to somebody, you saw these pictures. You saw these pictures on the Hot Toys page, or no?
I glanced at them. I didn't get a chance to today.
All right. So do you have these sculpted?
Do I have the sculpted? Oh, you talking about the hair?
Yeah, the sculpted Wonder Woman.
Do I have the sculpted? No, sir, I don't.
You don't have it. Are you planning on getting it, or are you not?
No, I'm not.
So
Sorry.
now, do you own any Wonder Woman figures?
No, I don't.
You don't. Any rooted female figures?
Negative.
Do you collect?
You see, they're
So,
in the back.
uh, so no, that's a mirage. That's fake. So all right, so let's get into, so you all right, so you as an outsider, let's say you don't collect, right?
Okay.
You
Okay.
see this, knowing that Hot Toys has made a sculpted one already. You see this, what is your first thought?
Like me knowing that Hot Toys already made one sculpted.
Correct.
Um. Well, me being as I don't like the rooted hair, I'm gonna try to go and get the one that's sculpted, depending on the price, obviously.
Why don't you
If
like
the,
the rooted hair? I didn't know you didn't like the rooted hair. Why don't you like the rooted hair?
I don't like rooted hair on the figures. Period. Um,
At all?
remember we discussed this
No, no, I'm
last.
saying, but what is it about it? What is it about it that,
It's just
like,
that remember it's just that I feel like it's a Barbie at that time.
yeah, no, I remember you
You
said
know,
that.
it's like Are you gonna mess around and keep her curls going, or
Well, they stay. I could tell you this. Like I was mentioning before, I have my what's it called? Civil War Black Widow, and her hair is curled just like that from the day she was, released and shipped to me from Sideshow, and she's in the collection. Her hair still
stay the same?
100% intact. Yeah, I don't believe me. I would tell you guys, oh, I had to play with the hair to fix. It's been the exact same thing for years. So you're never gonna have to
Okay.
play with his hair. You know what I mean? Like I
Okay,
could tell
okay.
you that for a fact. Like I wouldn't be doing it. But either way, it is what it is. Like if you get the figure right and it's rooted, and you're not gonna play with the hair, you're not gonna play with the hair. You're gonna you're gonna display your figure and you're gonna leave it. That's whatever happens to that hair. That if you don't care for it, it is what it is.
Right.
So that's why like I don't care for that. I showed you guys. I posted a picture of all like the rooted girls. So I had like Wonder Woman. I had two Gamoras. I had the original Gamora and then the second Gamora that was made. I had
That's
a
the one that had
couple.
the rooted hair, right? The
Right.
Gamora, the second one?
I put all the rooteds together, right? And
Oh,
then
okay, okay, okay.
if you look at Gamora, her hair was a mess. Like the very, very first Gamora that was made with the rooted hair, it was a mess. The hair was sloppy. But again, that's what her hair looked in the movie. It looked, sloppy because she was supposed to be some fighter, and she had the little braid and the not the little braid, the different colored, streak. And so if I cared for the hair, I would have made sure that hair was intact constantly. I haven't touched that hair since I got it.
Oh,
That,
okay.
that Go ahead.
I was like, dang, how long was that again?
Years. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. When did that come out? That was what? Over, I want to say
Over.
2010,
Oh,
2000,
okay.
something like that,
I
2012. I
can't
don't remember
remember.
exactly, but it's been that long when the movie came out, when the figures came out. And you guys see her hair still frizzy, her hair still all over the place. Like I've never brushed any hair, because that doesn't bother. It is what it is. It's a toy with real hair that I don't care for. Like I've been telling you guys forever. That's why when this was available, when I didn't get this, I would have loved to have it, but if I didn't, it wasn't a big deal because it's not, rooted hair doesn't do anything for me. Being able to have this specific, limited figure, oh, I love that. I'll take that all day long. You know what I mean? So
That
that's
is
what makes
limited?
me, yeah. Oh, this is very limited. Oh my God. Yeah.
No, no, no. That's serious. I'm saying like you'll take it because it's limited.
I'll take it because of the fact that it's limited. I'll take it because of the fact that we're going to be getting tons of rooted stuff. So to be able to get the very first one, and not literally very first one, but the one celebration piece, which this is number one. Number two, the fact that it's that brand new updated body, that sculpted hair Wonder Woman with that new body is amazing. So to be able to get another Wonder Woman that's rooted with that same body, you're gonna have the exact same figure twice. A third thing about that is the hairstyle. The hairstyle um on the sculpted is completely different than this rooted hair. So you're gonna have the same figure, same body, same exact look, face,
Different hair.
but different hair. So it looks like you have two completely different figures wearing the same exact outfit. So it's
That's a
really,
good
really cool.
justification.
So it's
That's a
cool.
good
So
justification.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, and that's why that's why I don't mind. If I would have missed out, it is what it is. It's not meant to be. I missed out on the on the 2.0. I missed out on this Wonder Woman. I missed out on the Mark 7. So does it hurt? Absolutely. Being a collector that is used to getting everything, I everything limited from 2008, I pretty much own. That was coming out during that time. I pretty much own multiples, you know, sometimes. So to be here at this point now and like miss like figure after figure after figure, you either have to cry about it or just not worry about it. Because what are you gonna do? You missed out. You got to figure out a way to get it if it's something that really matters to you, or if it doesn't matter to you, it is what it is. So I've learned to be able to deal with that. You know,
Okay.
I had to really mentally prepare myself for, you know, not being able to get all of these. So that's why I was excited to be able to have a second chance at this, because I was like, oh man, I was like, it sucks. I'm not gonna die over it. I'm not, you know, crying over it. I'm not upset over it. It hurts, you know, missing out on these pieces, but it's not the end of the world. You eventually you'll get it one way or another. I'm still looking for, I don't know if I told you guys, but I'm still looking for the what is it called? The Rocky Italian Stallion version, Rocky Balboa with the yellow gloves and the yellow trunks. That's, you know, super super old. I've been dying for that figure forever. I need that one and the Clubber Lang dressed version, because I have the regular boxing version. There's one that he's fully dressed. I'm completely missed out on that one. Um, the Italian Stallion version, Rocky. Um, that Silly Things Mark III gunmetal. It was a San Diego Comic Con exclusive, I believe. It looks like crap now. It's going for like $2,000 on eBay. I don't. Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's all plastic too. It's like the cheapest thing in the world. 2,000. Like I think it's between like 15 and $2,000 right now on eBay. I'm still not losing hope on that. I still want that figure. So there are a bunch of figures that I missed out over the year just because they were too expensive. So do I still have hope? Absolutely. You know what I mean? You don't just give up, but they're expensive. So I don't just like, you know, shut down when I miss something. You know, I just keep looking, and eventually, like I said, I will get them all in my collection. I will have every single figure that I ever wanted in my collection. It's just, it takes forever. You know, it takes forever because these are, you know, from back then that are very, very limited, you know. Let me see what they're saying real quick. We got both. They did a good job on this one. The only critique I have would be the hairline. Yeah, somebody did show me. Who was it? I think it was Bob. Bobo showed me a picture, like a close up of the hairline up here, and it looks a little like crappy. You know what I mean? It doesn't look, you know, professionally done. It doesn't look like, you know, 100% clean. So I do agree with that, but we got to wait and see what they look like in hand. Did you see that picture, Axel, or no?
The one with the hairline.
Yeah, like
I'm trying to.
there was a picture
Uh,
that was going around in the groups, I think, and you could see like here, you could see like the glue or whatever. It's like something white. It looked flaky or something.
that's not good.
So yeah, so I mean, again, we
This is
don't
a
know if they're
broad
all going to
picture.
look like that. You know,
Right.
this is
Right.
probably one of the prototypes. So you can't really judge it on that. We have to wait and see. Hopefully, you know, they don't look like that in hand. But also, are you really not gonna buy it because of that? Are you really gonna see that? You know, are you really gonna look at the figure and say, "Oh, I can't stand this figure because you could see the edge." Like, no, you know what I mean. But
No. Yeah.
it's gonna look great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great figure. Gaki says the only thing that bothers me is the hairline. Yeah, I guess everybody's got a problem with the hairline, but hold on. Let's see. Where'd it go? Yeah, like I said, the only thing the hairline right now, but again, to really complain about a hairline when the figure's not even out yet, just from pictures, you know, people will do that, but it doesn't mean that it's going to look bad in hand. It's just you know,
Correct.
it's not perfect. You know, and remember, what did I tell you guys? This is all trial and error for them. They're taking this more seriously now. It's not like they're practicing now because they've been doing it for years. It's just they're taking it more seriously. So you're gonna see, you know, imperfections on there, which is a given. Um, the inner Joker was not perfect. The inner Rooted was not perfect. So you know, it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just we got to wait and see what they look like, you know, actually in hand. Peyton in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Joker says, I want to play with with their hair. Jeff in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got yeah, that 84. Yep. No, that's a great figure. It's a great, great figure. So you can't really go wrong with that. This is a shampoo. I'm telling you, the way they did the hair is beautiful. And I feel like
A lot of volume.
correct. I feel like you can't go wrong with when you do this to women, you know, to female characters' hairs, because exactly what he said, it gives it volume. It makes it look, you know, alive. It makes it look like she went to the hair salon to get her hair did. You know what I mean? So it looks great. It looks great. And again, they're not they don't focus on rooted. We know Hot Toys doesn't focus on rooted, but just wait and see when they find somebody that knows how to do this very well, and they'll find their Viper. You know what I mean? When they find their person, you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, in art who? I agree with it. Here is no biggie for me either. Don't want to sit there and go sculpt the hair total. Yeah, no. Again, I don't want the figure for the rooting. I want it for the meaning of the figure. Same thing with the Mark 7. Do I really need another Mark 7? No, I have two special editions of the diecast. I have two of the original plastic battle damage. I have like three of the original plastic, so I don't need another one. It's just the meaning of these figures to me and to my collection. Like, can you imagine being the Hot Toys veteran, being a Hot Toys collector for how many years, and missing out on like something like Hot Toys' first rooted Anakin, or their first rooted Can you imagine that? I would be like, what the hell kind of collector are you? I would say that to myself. I wouldn't even expect you guys to
Shots
care.
fired.
No, I hold myself accountable to that extreme. That's why these pieces are meaningful to me, for that reason and that reason only. I've been around for this long. It would be a shame for me not to own these figures. You know what I mean? Having all the things that I have for as many years as I've had them, to miss out on like a different era of figures coming from Hot Toys, I would be upset. I would be very upset. So that's why I'm going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up. Even if for whatever reason I have to get them used, I'll deal with it if they're in good shape, but I can't miss out on these figures. You know what I mean? What about you? What are some figures that you have, that you don't have, that you wish you had in your collection right now?
Oof. Well, for one, I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot right now with that Moon Knight, that I had it in my hands, but then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna get it, and then all of a sudden I can't find it anywhere on Sideshow. I mean, it's on the wait list, but
Right.
I mean that just literally just came out, so I'm sure people have it around comic books, and I just gotta go out and find it. But man, I really have never really thought about it like that. Um,
Well, there's one in the raffle if you want to join the raffle. Uh, yeah, guys, I added it today because
another
it just came in.
another shot fired, dude. Another shot. And he just shooting everybody, huh?
It says
Um,
Wonder Woman 84 is an amazing. Plus, her suit colors are very bright. Yep. Yeah, this is the best. This is the best outfit so far. The best, the most legit, meaning the most accurate color wise. That red and the blue, and it's still, you don't have that. That red apple, that bright red apple red, or that vibrant blue that she comes with as a cartoon. But this is the closest we're gonna get to that red and blue. What did you think of figures?
oh, dang, I was listening to you. I can't do two things at once. Um, shoot. Dang, you put me on the spot now. Should have prepped me. You should have prepped me.
Well, think while I
Man.
read. Bobby says, yeah, gotta wait. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna see imperfection. We've seen when Inart posted the Michael Jackson display for their new Michael Jackson figure. I don't know if you guys saw, but one of the background pieces supposed to be like backstage lights, and one of the attachments, so two pieces of the attachments of one of each side, you could see like it was white stains on it. All the one side was clean and the other side was stained. We don't know where that came from. We don't. So are we going to assume, oh, they're all going to look like crap because we saw this in a picture? No, things happen. You find you catch things in pictures that people don't really think about in the moment. For example, one of the things I did, I didn't think of it either. When I did the Kingpin, the Social Toys Kingpin video of mine on the turntable, the custom that I did, that 1.0, the leg, because I added the extension to the leg, it was bent and I didn't notice it. when I put the figures on the turntable because it was on a stand, so it couldn't really tell. After the video was made and posted and everything, that's when I saw the Lego all bent. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And I hate that stuff. I'm a perfectionist to a certain extent, so I don't like that. But for me to have to delete everything and then I was like, it's okay. So that's why I left it. All right, so go ahead. You got some answers?
So I mean, now that sideshow, I mean not sideshow, but Hot Toys is coming out with figures that they already had released in the past, that now I have to go back and try and hunt for those ones that people shot up for an expensive price. Like for example, when Chadwick Boseman died,
Yep.
his
Black Panther was
his
going for
Black
like
Panther
a
shot
thousand
up,
bucks. Yep.
and I really wanted to get him. Like I was like, man, I'm about to just pay for that price. And then now they came out with the original suit one that they're gonna plan on releasing, and then it's same with
Yeah, the legacy,
the
the legacy version. Yeah.
yeah, the same with the Mark III
Right.
2.0.
Right.
So
So
even
you're
with
getting all
the
those.
friendly
You're getting all
neighbors,
those
yeah, I'm getting that's all on the
on
on
the
the
list.
cart right now. Yeah, on my list to get, like Black Panther original suit, the Mark III, the the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire one,
Right. Right.
and all that. So lucky enough that Hot Toys is doing me a favor and re-releasing them, and I don't have to go
So
back and
so that right there, guys, helps a lot of new collectors out. The constant, reissues, not
exactly.
reissues, but the 2.0s as well. Um, a lot of people will save a lot of money on going backwards because of that. They've done the 2012 Captain America. They've done,
Exactly.
they've done Loki. So the Avenger one line so far, they've pretty much done a 2.0. Besides obviously Bruce Banner and a couple of those figures, but even the Mark 7, diecast Mark 6, diecast. So they over the years, everything's gonna be updated, and we're gonna get to 2 point. We're already at 2.0s. We're gonna get to 3.0s. It's just gonna keep evolving, keep getting better and better. I don't know how much better these things could get because I feel like I don't feel like there's much. Obviously some bodies will need more articulation and things like that, but it's like I feel like, man, like this is all incredible stuff that we get. Everything is great.
Yeah, for sure.
The Thor in the house, how are you? He says greetings all 8:30, 7:30. What's it? No, I told you guys. So they canceled practice today. I was supposed to start soccer today, 5:30 to 7:30. And so I was gonna start at 8:30. And then they canceled it. So here we are at 7 o'clock as usual. Thank you for being here, my friend. I
You
feel
say you
like I
didn't
haven't,
make it?
huh?
So you didn't make the team? You didn't make the squad?
No, they cut me. Imagine.
They told you
Uh,
it's canceled, but they
they,
really doing it.
I know. Imagine they're practicing without me on purpose. They're like, he sucks. Don't tell him. Yeah, I feel like the Thor. Where were you Saturday? Slacking, unreal. We got. Let me see the Thor. I was late. Yeah, I apologize, guys. It won't. Hopefully, today is the only misunderstanding, and we'll start next week properly. But we'll see. Peter Coca-Cola, how are you, my friend? He says only 1,500 pieces and Hot Toys for first wool rooted hair figure. There's gonna, yeah. So again, I just wanted it for me. I didn't care for like resale value or anything like that. Is it gonna go up? Most likely, anything limited should go up unless you have somebody who's desperate and needs that money quickly, and they'll be willing to sell it for obviously a lot cheaper than what it's going for. But I hadn't even thought about that. I hadn't even thought about it going up in price because again, it wasn't something that I think about at least at this point in the game. Nothing's holding value really anymore. Everything you see in the groups just sits. It's very rare that you see something selling for over $250, depending on what it is. So when I buy something, the last thing I think about is, oh, what is this going to be when I sell? You know what I mean? You can't. If you're in it for that reason, you're in it for the wrong reasons. Especially right now. If you just got into it, you're definitely hurting. When it comes to holding value. Years ago, it was a different world. Years ago, everything sold out, and it was double and triple. the price, and you would be able to sell it. People who got the figures for retail at the time after they were sold out, that was a score. You could get a brand new figure, have it sell out, and wait a year, not even a year, a few months, and it would go up 200, 100, 150, $200 on top of what it costs retail. And if you like whoever you were selling it to, or you knew the person, or for whatever reason you would sell it for retail, you made your money back. It was used. Everybody loved it. It was a different world back then. So to sit here now, 2023, going, oh well, I could resell it. Maybe stuff like this, all these limited pieces, the Anakin, the Joker, all that stuff, you'll be able to, if you're able to get multiples and they sell out, the problem is, again, because of the economy, because of the market, are you really gonna get somebody to overpay you an extra $200 for a $600 figure, a $500 figure? I doubt it. People aren't buying figures for $200. You think they're gonna buy one for $800? They might. If you're really that desperate and that's your only way to get it, people will pay. They'll try to lower.
With the Black Panther.
Exactly. They'll try to lower your pricing. They'll try to lower your what you're asking for it, but to try to save some money. But I could guarantee you, if they really want it, they'll definitely pay for that, because it's going to be, it's going to be a wanted figure for a collection. Hot Toys Nightmare, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight. Nice to see you. Welcome. We got Nathan. I want to be a 6 this guy. Oh my god. 6 scale hairstylist. Unreal. This for you. Oh man. No, actually I got a better one for you, because that's wrong.
I don't think so.
Jeez. It's like, I don't think so. All right, we got what's up, people? I prefer sculpted. Yeah, no, I feel like a lot of people do less maintenance, obviously, and I think it looks better, because when you design the sculpted, it doesn't move around, it doesn't get ruined, it doesn't get, but one thing though, when it comes to the articulation of the head, depending on the hair, it could sometimes, if it's too long, it rubs on the figure. If you were to turn her head, it could have the hair rubbing on the shoulder. So that's the one downside to the sculpted. If it's too long, obviously, if the hair's too long and it's sculpted, and you try to turn the head, the hair obviously moves as one piece with the head. So you'll have the hair sometimes rubbing on the body. So that could happen. But how often are you turning the head and leaving it like that? Not really, Let's see. The Thor says fast. So what time do you want me to pick it up? Oh my god. Oh my god, this guy. I hope someday we get a winter. So that's another thing I mentioned. Well, that's another thing I mentioned earlier. We will get a bunch of reissues as either 2.0s or 3.0s of rooted male figures. Remember this conversation, you heard it here first. If they started with a rooted Anakin for no reason whatsoever, that they're gonna do, other random figures like that. Why Anakin all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Like, what was it about Anakin that needed to be rooted? Absolutely nothing. His sculpted hair was beautiful in both figures. Why did they have to go out of the way to make Anakin? And Anakin being one of the hardest, hairs to do. Why that one? You know what I mean? Like that does not look easy to do at all, because his hair is all over the place. He's got waves this way, waves this way. It's long. It's like the biggest mess of hair. And that's what they went for. Like, why? So also remember, this is light side Anakin. There's going to be dark side Anakin. There is no way that you're not getting a dark side Anakin from Hot Toys with this rooting. It's the same exact head sculpt with red eyes. You tell me they're not going to do it? Of course they're going to do it. Same thing they did with the Flash. When the Flash was announced, that Red Flash, what did I say? Young Barry's Flash is coming. It's a no-brainer figure. It's easy to tell that they're going to make this figure. And I'm telling you right now, nobody has mentioned that but me. and you'll see that I'm right. So figures like that, and figures that people still want to this day, for example, like that Winter Soldier. That Winter Soldier, that very first Winter Soldier with the 2 head sculpts, was a hit. Like, everybody wanted that figure after it sold out. You couldn't get that anywhere. It went up like really expensive and went back down. But that's one of those figures that if they updated with, remember that the material, I don't know if you guys, if happened to some of you guys, but that material was flaking for a while. Do you own Bucky? No.
I got the last version, but I did hear that
Infinity War
that
or the show.
The show.
Okay, the last one with the short hair. So that's why, figures like that are always going to get redone. Again, you're not going to get the same stuff, meaning the same accessories. You may get, the one head sculpt with the rooting. You're not going to get, obviously, a mask. You could, we don't know what they're going to do. But stay tuned for those figures because they're all coming 100%. If your wife comes in seeing you brushing hair, just imagine they couldn't see nothing. Imagine. Oh man. Tell you what, I want more than any particular space. Yeah, seriously, you're not kidding. That is like, I feel like I've been running out of room for like over a year, and I still find room for everything. So thank God for that. How much are you running out of room yet, or you still got plenty?
Yeah, plenty of room, dog.
How many details you have in total?
I got 5.
5.
I got 5 details, but I'm gonna take all my Spider-Man and I'll make a little Spider-Man display under this picture here. And then around it, I'm gonna do like the Spider-Man coming out of the wall. I'm not attaching to the wall and stuff like that. So if you can see, like, almost like right here. Well, that's my.
Oh, you got
picture.
a little. I got you.
Right.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Is that the third party kit with those?
It is not, but that was like for the figure of the day. So I don't know if we want to do the figure of the day now. We'll do that later.
No,
right?
we'll do it later.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Where are you? White stains involving white stains. You guys. Oh my God. Tony Marine, how are you? Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Thank you for your service, my friend. We got David in the house. Look at you, beautiful, holding the line. Real talk. Bad boy for life. How are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to collect back. Yes,
exactly.
True. The problem is that a lot of people that go backwards don't really understand the hobby, and they haven't been, around for long enough to realize and understand that if you wait long enough, the figure will be remade one way or another, right? The problem is when you see something that you like and you want it now, you don't care about waiting a year, 2 years, 3. You don't care. You want that figure right now. So if you have the money, they're like, you know what? I don't care. Let me just get the figure because it'll make me happy to get this figure. And then when it's reissued, pretty close to when they got it, oh man, what the hell? Why are they reissuing everything? So that's when they start complaining, because they just overspent on a figure that was just announced to be made, not only made, but made better. Better body, better clothing, better this, better that. So that's why those people get hurt. So is there a reason to ever go back? Absolutely. Should you always go back? Absolutely not. We got Fabs didn't make the made a cup of noodles.
What flavor, Joker J? What flavor?
Man. That's for you being mean. And this is me winning the World Cup and you staring at me. That's me kissing the World Cup, my friend. Unbelievable. We got Matt Planet. Let's see. Animated Boba Fett. That figure, I still don't have it. So what happened was, guys, I got it. I got one, and I sold it. I was like, oh, I'll get it again. It wasn't a big deal. It was brand new sealed. I sold it, and oh my god, do I regret selling that figure? That is like the one Boba Fett I don't have right now, and I regret selling that thing so badly because I was like, oh, it's a regular, I'll get it again. Like it's not a big deal. Yeah, okay.
So you
So
got the arena one, the black one. You got the white one.
I got the arena one. I got the sideshow white one, which was like a prototype version. It was called.
Yeah, the prototype. Yeah.
And then and obviously I got the repaint. I got bird poop. I got all of them. I actually not all of them. I don't have like the ones with the Sarlacc pit Boba. I don't have that one. I don't have I don't have a few of them, but that last one animation I completely like regret not. Oh, so it hurt so bad, so bad. Pee Wee, yes, he did. I know. I just heard. When was it? Yesterday, I think. I think he had cancer or something like that. 70 or 72. That's crazy, crazy. And I didn't grow up on Pee Wee Herman at all. Like when people were talking about him, years ago, like and I'm like, who the hell is that? Like I never knew who he was. Then somebody showed me what it was, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't watch him growing up. I had no idea who he was. Same thing with that big, what was it? That big the big blue couch or whatever it was, Blue's Clues. Like I didn't grow up with that.
Shout out to Blue's Clues. Shout out to Blue's Clues.
I didn't grow. Did you grow up on that?
Hell yeah.
See, no, I didn't grow up on that, so I didn't even know what that's about. I remember, what it was about, but I never watched it. Some guy had Joker. Some guy had Cool. La Cueva, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. You made it. I sell my double figures or the ones upgrade for the same price. Yep. Thank you, my friend. So yeah, I used to guys, I used to sell. Oh my god, if you guys saw, if I could show you how much money I made like selling hot toys over the years, like now everybody's doing it. Now everybody buys tons of hot toys to try to even make $20, and it's impossible. It's impossible right now.
It's not even worth it if you're gonna just make
it's not correct because you're more likely to get stuck with the stock than anything else, and that's what's happening to me. Even $50 raffle is sitting. You would think, it went from $20 to a certain amount of spots to $50 to make less spots, and it's still sitting. So, somebody not willing to risk $50, because it's a risk at the end of the day. It's a chance that you're playing lottery, right? So for somebody to not want to risk $50 to have a chance of a, $300, $400, $500 figure, that goes to show I'd rather keep these $50 than risk losing it altogether. That's what's happening. Before, raffles were going on left and right, all the time. Like everybody was in these raffles, so it's 100% the economy is not helping anybody right now. So a lot of people got into the selling game because they thought that it was good money in it. At this point, it's not. There's no money to be made on hot toys right now. If there's any money to be made, it's going to be in these limited pieces like these. And it's even not going to be easy to sell them because again, if people aren't spending, why would anybody go spend an extra $150, $200, $300 on a figure? You know what I mean? They'll sit there and go, you know what? I'd rather wait. Some people will. Very, very small amount of people will overpay for the figure if they know that they have no other way of getting it. Absolutely. But it's not as common as it was when I got in it, where people were, you wanted a figure, you either overpaid or you didn't get it. That's it. Period, point blank, end of story. And that's what I'm going through right now with the figures I mentioned earlier. They're from back then, and those are the prices from back then. So I have to suck it up and pay them, and I don't want to. So that's why I don't have them. But I'll get my figures. The new collectors be the winners with the yeah, exactly. They're the ones who benefit for all these things, and if you pay attention, to the ones who always say, oh well, I wish that it should be good that they reissue everything because then we could all get it. Those are the people who say these things because they're the ones who don't have to overpay going backwards. So of course it's beneficial for them.
Mm-hmm.
Hot Toys no collector one upgrade version. Yep. Absolutely. They've been making the 2.0s for a reason, They know that and one thing that worked very well for them, I don't know if you guys picked it up. I mentioned it earlier, but it's obvious. The entire event, not the entire, a lot of the Avengers line has already been 2.0. And it was great because the reason why it was 2.0 is because they went backwards in Endgame, They were able to go back into that era of that movie, the original Avengers movie, and it was the easiest way for them to do all those figures as 2.0s.
Yep.
And because of that, you're gonna be able, because of the rooting now, you're gonna be able to see all these new figures as well. Slugging16, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. Welcome. Nice to see you. La Cueva says, I'm in the waiting list for this Wonder Woman. Yeah, I was on the waiting list too, and thank God for my homie who doesn't watch me. He's never here. Where's Flavio again? Faz, at least. Yeah, Flavio is apparently no longer collecting. He said that his shelves have been draining his soul. I'm just kidding. He's busy. He's not interesting in his life, He's not. When you're not a collector, you can't really care for this,
Appreciate it, Thor. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Flavio. Yeah, no, he's busy. He's always doing something, That's why when I think he might be actually here on Saturday, guys. So if you guys miss him, be here on Saturday, because if he's not here on Saturday, he's out of the network. We got actual chicken flavor. That's the best. No, I like shrimp. Shrimp was delicious. Cobra collection with the $5 super chat. Thank you, my friend. Look at you. Gotta go, Fabi. Switching over merch pod. This guy. US government behind UAP. Unreal. Listen to this conspiracy theorist. Unbelievable. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. This is for you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, you.
No, thank you, bro.
Thank you.
No, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, you.
No, seriously, thank you, bro.
No, for real, you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. We got Joker J says Pee-wee was dirty before he came. Oh, see, I didn't know that. I thought it was just like like that, like the one movie, Pee-wee's like adventure or something. I thought that's what it was all about. And I know there was a show, and there was a movie apparently. I don't know if it was multiple movies, but I know there was a show. And that's all I know about him. Before that, I have no. And I think he was in a movie too. He played some type of like. Oh, what movie was it? He had long hair in the movie. I forget. If you guys know, let me know. But that's how that's how I know him. FabsFigures with El Chavo del Ocho. El Chavo del Ocho. I really wanted 6 scale of El Chavo and Chapulín, like really bad. And I saw El Chapulín. Somebody made what was it? Something Studios made El Chapulín in 1/6. I was like, oh no way! It was one of those statue companies. Huh? No, it's expensive. It's like $800. I was like, I'm good. The U.S. government is selfish, and here we are talking about toys and there's aliens. This guy, don't listen to this guy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a conspiracy theorist. Unreal. I already reached 50. Oh my God.
So true, dude.
This guy's unbelievable.
I don't think so.
The Thor with the $50 egg, bacon, egg, and cheese. Can you imagine that? He is right, though. Everything's so expensive. Yo, everything is so expensive. Like, you wouldn't think that, like, eggs would be what they are right now. Like, ever. Eggs used to be like $1 and change for a dozen. Now it's like $8. It's crazy. John Niner in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Yeah, rather wait, but I'm not paying through. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with these. But the limited pieces, yes, and the old pieces, some of them are really not worth it. You know what I mean? A lot of them, the articulation wasn't good. Those bodies were completely different. And I think, something I said a while ago, I don't know if you guys remember, a lot of these old figures were not really for posing at all. They were, they were movie accurate figures. you know, the suits, the outfits, everything. But the articulate, like you couldn't do anything. You know, for example, that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man figure. That figure is garbage when it comes to articulation. And I have that one. I have the
Figure's
black
thick.
one. Huh?
I said that figure's thick though.
Well,
Right?
yeah,
We got with the
the
chunk
big
legs.
thighs. Yeah, the big thighs. Yeah, no, the figure was trash when it came to the body, not the figure. The body
The
was
body, sorry, the body.
garbage. No, yeah, the body was garbage. So all these figures need to be, you know, updated to a certain extent. Are they going to do them? Probably not, but they've been, you know, they're doing Tobey Maguire again. They're doing Andrew Garfield again. So here's your 2.0s. So again, for somebody who doesn't know the hobby, they'll never think that these things are ever going to get remade. So they're like, oh, I need to go backwards. So they get desperate to have the figure because they don't really understand or know what the future holds for these figures, you know? So that's why they fall for these things. But now the game is like completely, you know, completely crazy. Bob says, all I wanted is a rescue Captain America reissue. What rescue? Rescue Captain.
The Rescue
Oh,
Captain
yes,
America
the
and the
original.
first Avenger.
Yeah, the original. Yes, that's a really, really nice one. That's a really, really nice figure. That would be a nice reissue. That was another one that was very, when it came to articulation, not much at all. At all.
Oh, really?
Revenge of the Six. How are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you. Been a long time. Haven't seen you in a while. Flavio's young. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? He doesn't really. Yeah, no, exactly. 100%. He's 100% right. He's got better things to do. You know what I mean? He's not a he's not a real collector like us, you know. Imagine. Wait till he listens to this. He's gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Yeah, Flavio. Flavio doesn't collect. Yes. That movie. Yes. Now I remember. That movie was amazing. Shout out to Colombia. We have the Thor. The Thor said he was a drug. Yep, there it is. Yeah, that was it. Exactly. So I remember him like that. I remember, you know, him as the Pee Wee character, but I don't really know much about him at all. Blow the movie. Yep, that was it. 100%. Yeah, inflation, a dog goes. Yeah, no, it's getting crazy, guys. It's getting crazy, and you know what's gonna happen. And again, we talked about this before. It's a lot of people are becoming more selective about what they're getting. You know, they're not just, oh, you know, I could get this one. And even with payment plans, people are getting very, very picky about what they're doing because not only are we getting bombarded constantly, but they're getting more expensive, you know, more and more expensive. It feels like every figure is more expensive. Jose, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here, man. How's it going? How are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here, my friend. Frank, yeah, even the raffler are getting this guy talking smack. He never even played once. Get the hell out of here.
Damn.
Unreal. Unbelievable. Always talking smack. Yeah, see? Yeah, this for you.
I don't think so.
Oh man. Thule in the house. How are you, my friend?
Holy.
Where have you been? We've been waiting for you to get the show started. Unreal. Welcome, my friend. Tremble Dust in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome. So yeah. So we're gonna get into the other pictures, guys, real quickly. She looks amazing. She looks incredible. Again, I same exact thing as the sculpted, different base, different accessories, cooler stuff. And then let me pull up the what do you call it pictures? The the packaging pictures. Here we go. So again, like I told you guys, this is what's going to be happening with the Rooted. So expect this for Joker, expect this for Anakin, and obviously Wonder Woman. As you can see, this is the only way that these things can be packaged because of the fact that you can't mess up the hair. And you know, these things you could lay them down, you could do whatever hell you want to them. They're gonna be intact. They're gonna, you know, the hair's not gonna get pressed or compressed with anything, or you know, ruined with anything by anything laying on it or laying flat, or you know, this is the only way. That's why I told you guys this, you know, this was coming because it's the only and smartest way to do this. Here's another look at that. Look how beautiful she looks. Axel's playing with the hair right now. I think he's brushing somebody's hair.
No,
What is
look
it?
up, look at he fell and I had to fix him.
Deadpool's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, those magnets. If that's the first one, those magnets kept like not working properly.
No, it's the second one. The second
Oh,
one.
is the second one? So you got a
I
bootleg.
bought it from you, I think.
No, don't lie. Do not even accuse me of selling bootleg. And then so this is the second figure, and then look at that.
That packaging, nice.
That is gorgeous. You know how exciting this is? Look how sexy that is. When was the last time we got a figure that you opened and you saw all this like this with no head attached? Never. Never. Every figure we've gotten has had the head attached. So
Right.
this is really cool. It definitely looks like completely different than a hot toy. I can tell you that. Just by looking at it, it gives you a different feeling. What about you? What do you think of that?
No, I mean it looks premium, a premium packaging. I mean I like the styrofoam. It's a nice look. It's a nice touch. So it's like plastic just makes too much noise when you take it out. But like no, that styrofoam has the nice pre-cut spots where everything needs to go. It reminds me of some maintainers and how they need to place all their maintenance gear back in the right spot, and most of that stuff was like with like a cushion like that. So it's pretty dope. I like it.
No, it's nice. It's really nice. It looks beautiful. I can't wait to open that up and see it like that. The way they should be packaged, in my opinion. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. It has to be. It has to be. There's no other way to not to have the hair not get ruined, and I don't think they're gonna
No,
want to
yeah.
risk, getting people all these figures and then having the hairs all messed up and then sideshow, excuse me, this is all messed up. So they have to take care of that hair 100% because again, that is the main attraction of these figures, not anything else but the hair,
I mean, if the hair comes messed up, all they gotta do is brush it, curl it real quick,
Correct. But
put
the problem
a
is,
little doobie doobie.
but correct? No, that would be the quick way to fix it if you're willing to fix it. But if you're, if you're like, I don't really want to be touching this hair, I don't want to make it worse. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? So that's the
Yeah.
issue. So that's why they got to be very, very careful with how they package it. And it has to be 100%. This acrylic head base can be used as place. Exactly. And it looks really classy too. It looks really, really nice. How much is plexiglass cost? It's like this guy, he makes everything. He's like, oh yeah, I'm paying $400 for the case. Unbelievable. Oh man, unreal. Love the foam. Yeah, I'm telling you, just the whole setup of this box. You know what I mean? It just looks beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I can't wait for this, guys. It's gonna be really, really sick. The Thor says going oh my god, something about Mary. You guys remember that movie? Oh my god, that movie was so long ago. All right, Axel. And then we got some news, guys. So we have an update on the Andrew Garfield sculpt. It looks like they're playing around with it a little bit. So here's the original one.
For the one that's supposed to come out.
No,
like
so
soon?
this is a third party. This is RCN Studios. So because
Okay.
I don't know if you remember, the Amazing Spider-Man head sculpt is the reused of the first figure. They didn't get the likeness for him, age now. So what they did was they did a head sculpt of him, more accurate to the movie, him age, rather than the Hot Toys one, which is the original one from the Amazing Spider-Man 1 movie. So what they're doing is they it looks like they're playing around with things here. So this is the original, and then it says here, touch the product again with the X2 SAD version. This is I'm just trying, don't take it seriously. So again, he's just messing around. So that's why this one looks rough and this one looks, decent. And here's a little video, guys, on that because the head sculpt looks incredible. Look at that. Gorgeous. So I ordered my head sculpt already. I ordered the second, So here's the two versions. So here's the second version that he's playing with that to me doesn't look great. It looks a little more rough than the first one.
What do you
See?
mean by rough though?
Because it doesn't look as smooth. You know what I mean? It looks more. See, look at it.
Mm-hmm.
See? It doesn't look as smooth as the other one. This looks more rugged. You know.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna let the video start again and not really pay attention to see because this one has like tones of white and stuff on it, and you're gonna look at the other one. It doesn't look like that at all. See, this is the touched up one. This is the one he's practicing on, and then you're gonna see the original one again. See, so here it is.
Oh,
This is the original. Look how smooth and look how rough this looks. See, so what he's doing here is trying to give it more detail by making it more rough, but this is the way to go. This is the smooth head sculpt right there, you know.
I see.
So again, this is the touch-up one. I don't like it much. Let the video replay and then see the beginning again. See, this is the original one. See, of course, the play sign's gonna be right in the face. But yeah, see, so
Yeah.
looks beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that head sculpt. It's looking good at least. Like I said, this is the second batch, guys. There was the first batch sold out as soon as the figure came out. I saw that it was up for pre-order. I completely forgot about the Andrew Garfield head being, different, being the original one. And so that's why I didn't bother ordering it until after the fact that I realized, I was like, oh man, this is going to be an aged one. So that's when I ordered. So now the second batch will be out Q1 apparently. So we got to wait and until then. So I don't know how I'm going to display my Amazing Spider-Man, but it's exciting anyway. What do you think of stuff like this? Are you getting the Spider-Man or no?
Oh yeah. Come on now.
The Amazing
Better believe it. I'm getting all of them.
But are you into like getting these third-party head sculpts for them or not?
So
really?
that was actually the first time I've seen that. Like that's news to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't know like a lot of the third party like Facebook pages or anything like that.
Say it again.
He's
the worst.
No, like I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know much about those third party Facebook pages. You literally just brought that up. Like I didn't know anything about it, but I think it looks pretty cool because if I didn't know also that they didn't get the license for the older aged Andrew Garfield version.
Well, that's why that head that you get in the figure is the young one. It's not him aged.
So with that, with that being said, I'm gonna even try to look into what you just showed us and maybe try to get that second batch, or at least try to anyway.
Well, it's already sold out. The second batch.
Well, third batch.
It's he said, well, third. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. The second batch sold out like super fast, like super quick. Will they make a third batch? I don't think so. They could. They could if they see that there's more people inquiring. Absolutely. Because again, this is a third-party company. They focus on head sculpts, and if that's your job, why the hell would they not make more? You know what I mean? And all they have to worry about is making heads for the people who want them. So, is there a possibility? Probably. And I think what's going to happen is this. Like I said, the pre-order is already sold out, but I think what's going to happen is they're going to make extra pieces now that they know that the hype is real for that head. And when they come out, guarantee you, Kit is going to have extras in hand. And if you're on top of it, you may be able to get one if you really want one. But you got to be on top of them when they're released, because at the moment he posts, I have a few extra, they're going to be gone immediately. Because what he does is he'll put the link on the post, and people just got to hit the link and go pre-order, and it goes like that. Every time I've checked the link after the fact that he's posted it, like within minutes, everything that he's posted gone immediately. So you got to be, if you really want it, you got to be on top of that. Let's see, Joker just as well. You're a little pain for home. This guy. Oh my god. One of the greatest comedies, not finished. Yeah, that movie is great. It's so old. Feels like it's been forever. Tremble doesn't. Oh man, that stuff. No, it looks really good. I'm like really excited, and I don't really care for stuff like this. Like, I would have been perfectly fine with the original one until I found out that it wasn't him aged, that it was, him from the first. I was like, are you kidding me? So now this is a must,
No.
The Collector, how are you, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Joker J Fabs. Thanks. He grows on trees. Oh, man. This guy, unreal. This for you. Oh my god. We might just get the batch then, the bad batch. Yeah, so that's another thing, that's scary because we saw the first batch that was beautiful, and now he's like tweaking the second batch, like playing around. And he says, don't take it seriously. I'm just playing around. But I hope that they don't try to get fancy with the second batch and ruin it for us, That's the one thing I'm afraid of. The Thor, I'll take a few more hands. He said, I'll take a few more hands and less Starbucks and foam. You guys are insane. Oh my god. Yeah, we're old. Remember some? Oh my god. That movie. I think it was in high school when that movie came out. Holy, I don't even remember. I think it was either 10th grade, 10th or 11th grade, something like that. It's been forever. Yeah, no, this sculpt is beautiful, guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm very, very excited for this. I can't wait for this. This is going to look great on that Spider-Man. That Spider-Man suit looks beautiful. I get mine tomorrow with the base, with the lizard base and my Cat Bane. They'll come in tomorrow. So, yeah, I'm so excited. So what I'm going to do first is my Spider-Man video with the base. I'm going to do them together. And then I'll do, obviously, 2 days after that, I'll do my Cat Bane. So stay tuned for that, guys. Mr. Mom in the house, how are you, my friend? Thank you for making it. Always late. Unreal. Unbelievable. The Thor. Oh, my God. For 50 on That's stickers. You guys are the worst. Mr. Mom, what's your take on phone? Does it excite you? You guys are insane. So, Axel, we are here. And we are finally at your favorite segment of the night. So what do you have for us tonight?
Okay. All right. Well, so obviously this figure is pretty old. I'll say what, it came out in 2018, I think it was. Maybe a little earlier than that, probably after that. But ended up putting this on there.
So explain this. Is this the Iron Strange? No.
It is the Iron Strange.
Oh, it is, because I was gonna say the only one that has those plastic connectors in the back is the Iron Strange. Yep, is the Iron Strange, because I had the third party one and it was garbage.
Yeah, so I got the Iron Strange and I was like, it would look better on the actual Iron Man, in my opinion, because obviously we didn't get to see that in the movie. In this, we did. So I just decided to take it off. Not put it on there and just put it on here, because in the beginning of the movie, everybody remembers that part when they were fighting with Ebony Maw, and he showed his nanotech, and this popped out. So I was like, you know what, might as well just put it on there and display it that way.
The way that Hot Toys did that, to those attachments, beautiful. Because again, I bought the third party ones and it was stands, and those stands were the flimsiest things in the world. Yeah, look at that, so badass.
Look at the test right here.
Yep. And the fact that you can move them, they're all articulated. You can move them up and down.
Yep. Oops.
Really, really nice. Don't break it though, but No, that's a beautiful.
Yeah, so you can move it around.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. It's crazy how they did that. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. You could put it around. Yeah, crazy.
There we go. But yeah,
no, that's beautiful. That's a great figure. You know what's really sad about that figure? That is worth nothing right now. It's so sad. That figure, you can't give that figure away right now. Same thing with the hologram. Same thing with the hologram, guys. They were giving out Sideshow was giving out the holograms for free when you ordered certain things, and it's like, can you imagine giving away? People who paid full price for this figure, now they're getting it, other people are getting it for free. Can you imagine that? That hurts. That hurts. Let's see. Fabs, you getting? Yes. Oh, you too? Nice. You better post. I never see you post. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm very excited. Me either. If you say foam is your figure, foam is a figure of the week. You guys, uh, Mr. Mom, everything's timing, right? You guys are insane. You're gonna hook up some reactive? No, I don't. What about you?
Say what?
The reactors, remember to keep the lights on. You're muted.
That's way too techy for me.
Yes,
I'm
I don't.
I just can't get into that right now.
Yep.
Like I don't have that much time invested into getting into nooks and crannies of getting all the reactors and the lights and going and whatnot.
I won't get into that stuff either. It looks amazing. The guy who makes them, there's a guy. I don't know if you guys know him. LED Toy, I think it is LED Toy. This guy puts LEDs on literally every single hot toy, and it looks amazing every time. And I wish I could get into that stuff, but it's like, man, you know how expensive that'll be, and then you have to send him the figures for him to do it. Then he's got to ship it back. It gets insanely crazy, and then. Not only that, but then you got all these wires sticking out of it. You know what I mean? Like it's not convenient to do something like that. It's not practical to do anything like that because it's just for me, you're gonna have all these wires coming out of where to go where. You know what I mean? So it's not for me. It's not. They look great, but it's not something that I would get into. You know, let me see what you guys are saying. Way to make Esther feel better.
Right?
It's a great.
That's third time shitting on me today.
Let me tell you something. You know how many of these I bought? This is why. That's why I said that because I bought. I think I bought about 6 Mark 50s. That's why it hurts because they're all sitting here in a case. Yeah, exactly. So I can't even sell them if I wanted to because they're worth nothing. You know, so imagine how I feel. I have a case of Mark 50 sitting here. I opened out of the 6 that I bought, I opened 3. So I have 3 displayed and 3 sealed.
Wow.
And it hurts to have all those. I have Mark 50s. I bought like 6 Mark 85s. I bought I think either 2 or 3, and then BD I bought like 2 or 3 as well. Yeah, so I got all these I got all these marks and like they're just sitting because that's why I put them in the raffles, and you guys don't want them either. Peyton says Endgame Captain Marvel. Oh, this guy. Let's see. There's a weird line. If you rig your figures too much, you can't repost easily. Insert. This guy. That's true, I guess. You know. Nah, it's cool, Axel. Don't worry about it. Let's see. We got Tremble Dust. They look so sweet. This Wonder Woman remote arc reactive figure. Yeah. Yep. They look so sweet. Yep. There is a woman that cool. Retrofits the figures and see, I don't know if it was a woman. I know the guy's page. I'm assuming it's a guy. LED light toy, I think. Some shit like that. Oh my God. Amazing work. The Thor says, do $1 raffles. Imagine. My God. It's so sad. It's so sad. Black Tom Cruise in the house. How are you, my friend? You're a Dr. Fabs. You completely Disney everything. Ellie, imagine. I wish I had that skill. One thing I'm so afraid of electronics is crazy because I don't understand, how electricity works, like to be playing with it. Like I've opened up, desktops. I've, installed, memory cards. I've installed, different pieces into an actual, PC. Last week alone, I opened up my entire microwave to change the bulb. I have a GE microwave and it's a mounted microwave. So I had to take off the whole, frame and everything and the brackets. And I had to open up because God forbid they put, a door where the bulb is to just open the door and swap it out. Of course not. So I had to open up the entire microwave and I had to discharge the capacitor because microwaves have high capacity capacitors. And so my biggest fear was I had to get rid of that charge. So the way that you get rid of that charge is by touching two pieces with needle nose pliers, like two metals, and touch the two pieces of the pliers onto the metals, and then that's going to discharge the capacitor, and you don't get zapped because this is rubber, right? So that was the thing. Let me tell you guys something. I was sweating while I was opening the microwave out of just being so nervous that I was going to shock the hell out of myself. Because again, I'm afraid of electricity. I don't know how it works. I don't understand it because I know how to turn on a switch and I know it turns everything on, but I don't really understand, ohms and volts and amps and, all that stuff. I don't really understand. So I was sweating the whole time, and I'm literally, and once you're touching rubber, you're not going to get zapped. You're not. And I was like this the whole time, trying to get to it like this because I was so afraid of getting zapped. So that's why I don't touch electronics, because they scare me. I'll pay $150 for a Mac. If you give me $350, it's yours, shipped, friends and family. We got someone gonna set their. That's another thing, how reliable are those things? Can they short out? I don't know. It looks like, obviously they're not live wires, but these things are like, they got to be in some power. So I can't get into that. I cannot get into that. It's pretty simple soldering where it's, I don't, soldering is where it's, that's the thing. Look, let me show you guys. I work on computers all the time. Laptops and stuff. I've changed, like I said, USBs and all this stuff. I have a whole kit of here. Where are you? Here we go. So here's my kit of like my computer stuff. So there you go. So these are all what a mess. These are all my computer tools. See? So I got
this is figure of the week right here.
No, my figure of the week is next. See, so I got all the clamps. See, this is to prevent from getting zapped. See, so you put this around your wrist and then you plug this to a ground so you don't get, shot. So I have all this stuff. So I like being able to work on all my stuff myself so I don't have to obviously spend money on it. So that's why I have all this stuff, but it still scares the hell out of me because I don't want to get shot. There's nothing more uncomfortable than getting zapped, Let me see what you guys are saying real quickly before I get into that capacitor and as this guy, unbelievable. Catch a smoke. Oh man, let me see. Should have the fun as trying to. Can you imagine? Did you guys see the guy? He gets like tons of views, and he I think he's a Persian guy. He purposely like shocks himself.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
And, like blows things up on purpose, and then goes, but he knows exactly what he's doing. That's why he blows it up. That thing is so funny. Let's see. Axel. We got try shorting a motherboard. You ain't doing. No, can you imagine? I would die if I messed up my computer. Oh my god. Fabs give the electric. You guys are intense. All right, guys. So figure of the week here. All right, so guys, I don't know if you watched my figure on this. My video on this figure. This figure is a 10 out of 10 out of 50 billion because look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This thing, guys, I don't think you guys understand. For those who have it, you know what I'm talking about. For those who don't have it, you guys are missing out on an amazing, amazing figure. I'm surprised that this thing is sold out. Apparently, I don't know if it's true. Gorgeous, gorgeous figure. You got the sculpted hoodie, like the what's her name? Spider-Gwen. I think that was the best choice to give you because if they would have given you cloth, this would have never stayed like this. It would have been a nightmare to put that to keep it proper like it is on there now. So perfect figure. We got wired cape, like this is probably the best wired cape we've ever gotten from Hot Toys. You could feel how thick the wire is. It does not feel flimsy by any means. You could do whatever you want to this cape. It's beautiful, really, really nice. The accessories are beautiful. The articulation is not great, but you don't really need it to do much. That's why the figure that we got was him like with his knee bent and he was on that base. And that's it. You know, there's no need to give you guys a Spider-Man like body, but the figure is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful figure. Do you have that figure, Axel? You getting it? Do you like it?
No. I don't know. I loved it. I love it, but at the time, I had to make a decision on what I wanted to not buy, and then I'm shooting myself in the foot. You know, like I said earlier, like now it's on wait list, or you literally just said that you heard that it's sold out.
Yeah, I heard, but again, I don't know if it's true. This is what I hear, that you can't find it anywhere. Is it true? I don't know, but that's what I heard.
So I'm gonna go around the Raleigh area and see at the comic book stores if they have it.
Oh, you're in North Carolina?
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you were in New York. Why did I think you were in New York?
No, I was in South Dakota at first, but now I'm in.
Oh, that's
North
South
Carolina.
Dakota. Yeah, I don't know why I thought you were in New York for some reason. And I've sent you stuff before, so I don't know how I could forget. They could have molded cloth over. No, it wouldn't have worked. I'm telling you, it would have never worked because these things like what was the the Assassin's Creed figures, right? Like those hoodies are all cloth and they suck. Like to be able to get them on perfectly, like when you see them in the video game,
Yeah.
impossible. So that's why, the plastic, the molded, plastic was the best thing because that's where it's staying. It's not you can turn it, you can do whatever you want, but it's not, that shape isn't going anywhere. These cloth ones, the shape is always messed up because remember they put a very, very thin wire in them to be able to mold them. Oh my God, garbage. The chest wraps fabric. No, it's all plastic. It's all plastic. It looks like it's all molded plastic. Molded plastic, yeah. None of it is like real stuff. This looks like it actually could be glued. Yeah, these are actual glued pieces on the chest. Like these right here. It looks like they're glued pieces on. Because you could feel where they dip. So that's definitely glued pieces. But everything else is just material. It's like an actual like shirt or whatever. Yes, mine too. I get Amazing Spider-Man, I get Lizard Base, and Cad Bane tomorrow, all at the same time. So stay tuned for the videos, guys. I can't wait. They're going to be exciting. You got any anime figures? I just got Madara from Naruto before I came to work. No, I have Hot Toys anime from years ago. So I have the one figure that's called, I think it was from the show, the Boys or something. It's called The Friend. That old school. You can look it up. It's a Hot Toy. It's called Hot Toys The Friend. It's an anime figure. I also have what else do I have? Anime. I have a couple. I have City Hunter anime from Hot Toys as well. I have the guy. His name is Rio, and I have the girl. I forget her name. So I have a few animes from years ago, but they're only Hot Toys. I don't own any other anime from any other company. But yeah, guys, we made it. Axel, let them know what's coming. Any figures? Are you getting anything? Are you pre-ordering anything?
What's coming is obviously the Amazing Spider-Man. I just got a couple more. I think one more payment for that one. The same with the base. So I'm very excited for those to come and get here. I'm gonna be setting up a Spider-Man little mural over here on my left side. So stay tuned. Stay tuned to the 6scale_fan on IG. I'll be
type it in.
Type
it in the chat for them to know where to find you.
Okay.
And guys, also reminding Axel, I have his Spider-Man from years ago that he's had me hold. It's what the hell was it?
So you can't even get it out.
No, it's the first suit that he had from Homecoming. What's it called? The pajama suit. What is it called?
That's the homemade suit.
The homemade suit. Yes, the homemade suit. Remember? And from Far From Home, you said save me one, and then I saved it, and then you forgot.
I said that?
Guys, this is what I deal with. All right, guys. So
that was actually going to be my figure of the week with another one, but
yeah, no, it's all right. You forgot. So guys, so we'll be back Saturday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. Like I said, Flavio should be back. He's been slacking. He doesn't collect anymore. So we'll see. We'll see how he does if he comes on Saturday. Obviously, Mike will be here Saturday. Again, I'm getting all those 3 figures tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. And let me see what you guys are saying before I leave. The Thor says, she'll then blame me for no bacon in the house. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Peyton, for being here. I appreciate it as always. Great seeing in chat room as always. Yeah, seriously. I said to him, I said, so I changed the time today, and I said, Flavio, I said, we're streaming at 7 instead of 8:30. I said, you coming? I said, you can't. You said you couldn't make it at 8, so we're going at 7 now. He said, nah, man. He's like, I can't. I'm doing something. I said, it's all right. I said, let me know when you start collecting again. Just to mess with him. All right, guys. Yeah, Saturday, guys. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.